Show of hands, how many of you here deal with chronic pain or anxiety? How many of you would like another way to treat those with fewer side effects than normal medications? Well, I am one person who struggles with chronic anxiety. I can't exist without constantly stressing about something, and one thing that could help me and you is CBD and medical marijuana. As many of you may have been able to imply, my topic today is the use of CBD and medical marijuana and their benefits. Marijuana, according to the National Library of Medicine, has been used as a medicine since 400 AD. And while I have done research into this, I'm relying on the credibility of several doctors and scholars' studies for this speech. Today I would like to inform you all about medical marijuana and CBD's uses and why we should begin using them more. But first, let's take a quick look at the usage of medical marijuana and CBD. Right here I have two of the forms of CBD, the oil form and the form that is included inside of confections or food. They have a similar effect and almost entirely lack THC. It is less than 1%, usually in the hundredths of a percentile. According to Dr. Peter Grinspoon from Harvard University, as well as Dr. Susan A. Stoner from the University of Washington, marijuana and CBD have many uses. It uses a pain reliever and is able to, as he states, specifically Dr. Peter Grinspoon, it is quite effective for chronic pain that plagues millions of Americans, especially as they age. And Susan A. Stoner has found that CBD has robust anxiolytic effects without anxiogenic effects at higher doses. Or to put it into simpler terms, it has a significant anti-anxiety effect without causing higher anxiety at higher doses. And according to Dr. Mary Bridgman and Dr. Daniel T. Abazia, several activities give CBD a high potential for therapeutic use, including anti-epileptic, anxiolytic, antipsychotic, anti-inflammatory, and neuroprotective effects. To put it into simpler words, CBD has the potential for use in treating epilepsy, anxiety, psychosis, inflammation, and it's just good for your nervous system's health overall. You may be wondering what the negative effects of medical marijuana and CBD. Medical marijuana, due to having THC, can be habit-forming and can cause a high. This usually makes people more relaxed or more anxious, increases appetite, impairs reflexes, and can sometimes make schizophrenia or other psychotic conditions worse. CBD, due to lacking these, is non-habit-forming, safe, and can cause sedation in large doses, which is actually a good thing, allowing it to treat things like social anxiety and insomnia, as well as epilepsy. Additionally, it is virtually impossible to legally overdose on either. CBD does have some negative side effects, but the worst of them is diarrhea and drowsiness, which is significantly better than certain medicines. There's a time where someone took 30 times the normal dose of marijuana and only got intense confusion, where normally with most drugs that would have killed him very quickly. Now you know what marijuana is, and as well as CBD, how about we get into something else, specifically why we should use these as an alternative to other medicines. Medical marijuana and CBD would provide a sizable boost to the economy it's integrated into. The fact that it would be farmed, processed, and sold, especially in Tennessee where there are tons of farmland, according to Merlini Krishna from Investopedia, marijuana legalization overall could generate 1 million jobs by 2025. Considering that this is legalization of all forms, medical marijuana would be contributing to these jobs that can massively boost any economy it's placed in. And this is not including jobs made by CBD processing and farming, because there has to be someone to make the candy, use or make the oil, harvest the plant, and process the plant and such other processes. Marijuana and CBD also have significantly fewer side effects than other medications. Say, CBD is used to treat anxiety and depression. I, for one, take a medication known as buspirone. Some of you may also take it. It's an antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication. And that can cause increased anxiety and depression, chest pain, occasional suicidal thoughts, and increased urination frequency. Meanwhile, CBD can cause diarrhea at the worst. Meanwhile, I've never met anyone who has actually had that effect, but it seems to be quite rare. In all the testing with CBD, including the amount I have used myself, I've not had any issues. They can also be used when people are unable to take certain painkillers like Advil, which is extremely helpful, and can also be used for people who have issues with swallowing, due to the fact it's able to be used in an oil form, so it could be included in anything else. CBD and medical marijuana can also be used in ways that normal medicine cannot. Say someone has issues with taking pills, it can be used like that, and it can be used in a gummies, and it's overall incredibly versatile. And overall, today I've discussed the reason why medical marijuana, and especially CBD, are important medicines to be used commonly. And medical marijuana and CBD are extremely important discoveries in the medical community. These used medically could improve the lives of millions, if not billions, due to them being able to treat anxiety, chronic pain, and other ailments which are extremely difficult to treat normally. And if it's worked for me and other family members, I hope it can also work for you. Thank you, and